Most people will tell you that when it comes to making decisions, that they make a rational and informed choice. But this isn't really how our brains work. Our brains work like giant supercomputers. They take in lots of information and then leave you with a gut feeling of what is good and what is bad. We then tend to rationalise that decision in a process known in cognitive science as choice supportive bias. This is essentially our brains telling us a story so that we can feel like we've made a decision ourselves. So, what does this mean for your brand? Let's take one example, a website. When a customer is browsing a website, they might not be aware of all the tiny details that go into that, but that doesn't mean they don't notice. These things add up, and essentially that will leave them with a feeling of whether your website is good or bad, whether it's trustworthy, and this reflects on your brand. I compare it to having one out-of-date ingredient in a stew. You might not know what it is, but you know that it tastes funny. For a user browsing the site, this feeling can be made up from lots of things, whether it's the way the text is aligned, the images, the colours, or the overall experience. Tiny bits on their own might not make a big difference, but they all add up. If a user sees something and it throws off their trust, or they have a frustrating experience, say filling out a form, this will lead to them feeling that the website is shaky, and from that represents badly on your brand. For a user browsing your website, this gut feeling is made up of lots of things. This could be the way the text is aligned, the font, the pictures, the colours, or the overall experience. Some of these items being a little bit off on their own might not make all that different, but combined, they can lead to a frustrating experience and make your brand feel untrustworthy. On the other hand, if you have a site where everything lines up, the text, the colours, the images, and the experience is smooth, this leaves people with a perception of your brand of being solid, trustworthy, and something they want to keep coming back to. Is your brand paying enough attention to the details?